Good morning, welcome back. It is day 3 of the Hemi swap for you guys that were doing the 3.8 liter. Thanks for watching the video. And yeah, like and subscribe if you thought that information was useful. As far as you Hemi V8 swap guys go, we are going to be ripping out the drive shafts, transfer case, and transmission today. So let's make sure you guys chock your tires, because as soon as you rip that transfer case and transmission out, you got nothing stopping your wheels from rolling around. No one wants to get hurt.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh my god!
Yeah, let's take it from there. All right, we got our wheels chocked, so that thing's not going nowhere. You're gonna need your 15 mil for the Dana 30 side, or Dana 44, whatever you got going on there at the yoke, the pinion, and then one of these little Allen key units. I think it's a 6 mil, or there it is. Sorry guys, S2 or H6, and that is for your transfer case side. And you're gonna need a long 1/4 inch extension. I find the 1/4 inch reaches in there much better. Okay, as you're taking your last bolt out, make sure you got one hand on it, and then take your last bolt out there, because it will fall. So keep your hand on it, pull the last bolt, and then just lower it down. Okay, this is my setup. Do whatever works for you, but I've got my ratchet on the driver's or the front end with a long extension going up to this guy here. Just break those loose or take them out and spin the drive shaft, and then you can keep going. Okay, let's get this rear drive shaft unhooked. Let's start with the back here, because we can undo this end and then rotate the drive shaft as needed to undo these bolts up here. Right, where are you? Right here. So if we do undo this first, then we're not going to be able to spin this thing because it's locked to the diff, unless we jack the rear end up, but nobody got time for that. So let's undo this end, and then we can spin it and undo that end. I'm just using a 1/4 inch socket, 8 mil with a 1/4 inch extension. I find it allows it to get right in there without binding on here, unless you want to do it by hand with a ratchet, but yeah, not me. Okay, there goes FedEx. Okay, I couldn't get that off with the pry bar there, so I'm just going to use a flathead screwdriver and then just lightly tap the back of the seal cup here with a hammer. Should pop off. There we go. So that popped off. Now let's see if we can tap her off. Alright, no bueno. Okay, we'll have to try something else. Alright, we're looking at the back of the transfer case where the drive shaft meets here. I've got all those bolts out. So you just want to take a hammer and just lightly tap right here. Just watch yourself, it's probably going to fall. There we go. Just like that. Okay, I couldn't get the that end of the drive shaft out there, so I'm just going to zap strap this end just through that skid plate hole there, and now I got access to pull my transfer case and the rest of the stuff out. All right, let's get this exhaust out. So right up in there, you can see that bolt right there. Just hit that with a wire brush, get all the crud off of it, and then once you get all the crud off, it'll make it easier to remove that, and then hit it with some PB blaster, let it penetrate for a bit, and then we can take that exhaust system out. Okay, once you get that guy off, you can, I don't know if your exhaust is different than mine, mine's custom I think, but you can just pop this guy off here, which will allow this to drop down to get on top of the bolt that was there. Once you get this clamp off, then come down here and unhook your O2 sensors. They're right there. This guy here, just follow the plug that's coming off your pipe here, unplug that guy, and then unplug the one upstream there. All right, we're just on the driver's side here. Your upstream O2 sensor clip is right here. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just follow it off the bung there, comes up, goes right underneath here, and you're gonna want to use one of these Christmas tree body panel removal tools. Get underneath it. It'll most likely snap off, so they're old. There, got her unclipped. To get these guys off, you just push down on this tab and it should pop free. Yeah, that's it. Now go do the other side. Okay, there's the upstream O2 bung clip there. Just follow that wire, goes to there, it's sitting on the bell housing. Just remove that one there. Okay, now that you got this one removed, just unclip it from this heat shield line here. That way when we drop the exhaust system, it drops free and clear and it doesn't take anything with it. All right, here's the downstream bung right here, just on the side. You can see the one we just unplugged is right here. This is just down below it. Unplug this guy. You're gonna need 2 hands for that. And then we should be free and clear to drop this exhaust. All right, that was fun getting that thing out. Okay, just for you guys reusing your bungs here, your O2 sensors, just keep note that the white ones, gray ones, are on the passenger side and the black ones are on the driver's side. I could not get this thing off for the life of me, so I just ended up cutting it off. And I didn't really want to do it just in case someone wanted my harness, but you know, it's life. So yeah, black ones, driver's side, gray ones, white ones are on the passenger side. Okay, we're just in the firewall here looking down at the transmission. We're just going to separate this wiring so we can drop this transmission. We're going to try and take this whole wiring harness with it, separate these lines. So this one coming from the battery here, that one's going to stay for now, for me anyways. And it's all connected to this metal bracket. So disconnect everything from this metal bracket, and then we'll know which ones go with the transmission, which ones stay. All right, this one from the battery here, we got that separated. That's going to be the alternator and your grounds. So we'll just put that off to the side, eliminate that from this mess down here, and now we're left with this this wiring harness right here. Okay, I've marked these two here. These two are going. If you have the I think this guy is, I think these are orange and black. Yeah, orange and black. Okay, let's follow these all back and get these out of the Jeep. So that will be this whole big one right here. And I'll take that out and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, for you guys doing the 8-speed swap, this green one can come out as well. And then you just want to use one of these tools here. Pop that one out, release that ground, and then just follow the line all the way across. Or this guy here, sorry. We'll get that out and I'll show you. All right, this ground here is a 10 mil, and only disconnect this guy right here, because the one right below it, this harness right below that, that's our body harness for all our grounds and all that stuff. So disconnect this guy and then put that right back on. I'll show you. Okay, we got this one disconnected. That's attached to this guy here. And now we can just keep feeding that out until we get down there. Okay, this guy in here is held on by a, right right down in there. It's like a body harness clip right there. Right in there. So just take this tool, this guy here, just tuck it right back in behind there and pop it off. And then she breaks free, nice and clear. All right, we got this thing ripped out that far. There's gonna be another one of those stud clips right in here. Right there. So you just reach your pry tool down in there, pop that off. And then we can keep pulling this guy. Jesus, I keep sliding off my freaking stool here. All right, we're just, there's this little kind of clamp guy here. Just keep pulling your harness this way and just feeding through these plugs one at a time and they'll come through. So just push them down in here and then just pull them out through here. Okay, we got all of our wires pulled out to that guy here. And now all this can just go down there. I don't know why, but that was really gratifying. It's like shedding some dead weight. Now let's get ready for that transmission to come out. Forgot to mention here, your evap line is here. We're gonna leave that guy because we're gonna reuse it if you're doing emissions or what have you. But I don't really want to do any programming and stuff to get rid of that, so I'm just gonna keep it. And then this fuel line here, we're gonna disconnect that below. So evap stays, this can go. You can route your own soft lines or hard lines or whatever you guys want to do. But I'm going to be doing the soft lines and I'll show you how to do that later on once we're ready to go for that. But other than that, you look down here and nothing else is connected. And we can, this is just the breather tube that goes with it. And now we can drop this thing out. All right, just underneath your transmission cross member here, there's 3 bolts you're going to want to get cleaned up. 1, 2, 3. Just take a wire brush, get up in there best you can because it's going to make your removal way easier. Just get a wire brush up in there, clean these things off the best you can, and then just spray them with some PB blaster while we disconnect all these hard lines and stuff up in here. And then by the time we come to remove this, it'll be good to go. Okay, for this Transfercase cable here, it sits right up inside here. There's these 2 little ears that stick down. I'll get a screenshot of the video that I found. But you're supposed to pull down evenly, one on each side, and then this thing just pops right out. But as soon as I did that, mine was so brittle it just broke. All right, for this shifter cable bracket, just follow the end of that till it hits the transfer case right there. That's what engages your 4-wheel drive. Just take a screwdriver, put it right up in beside this guy here. Sorry if you can't see that. And then just pop it off to the side and it pops right off. And that's this guy right here. So now that's off. Okay, for your transmission shifter cable, this guy right here, grab a wire brush, and right there you'll see a couple little metal tabs, little spring tabs there. Right there, one there and one there. Just hit that with a wire brush. Let me just shut this light off. Hit that with a wire brush. Big dirt and crud in there. And you should be able to just take your little clip, just hook it on the inside there, and just pull it out. Sorry, this is hard to do with recording at the same time. All right, I got one out there, one out there. There, you get the gist of it. Just walk it back side to side, There you go. And then for this guy up here, just take your screwdriver in there, pop it down. Now that guy is released. Okay, for your transmission cooling lines, there's these little black plastic caps on them. There's one there, and then there's one up above right there. Take your wire brush and clean off this cap really well. Where are you? Clean that cap off really well. Grab your flathead screwdriver, pop that cap off, slide it back, and then you're gonna see a small little ring. Just turn my headlamp on here. There's a little metal ring all the way around there. You want to get your little pick and just pull that little wire snap ring out, and these things should pop right out. Sometimes if you push on the line itself, like push on it, push it in, and then try and release that at the same time, you'll get it, should come loose pretty quick. Okay, I'm gonna do my best to record this. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but just wedge you up in here, and take it from there. Can you see this right here? So this little ring right there, if you get your clip in behind it. Make sure my hands are on the way for you guys. Just pull this guy down. Okay, and now that guy should pop right on out. There you go. Might want to grab like a plug or something. I'll go do that now. But yeah, that's how you get those out. Now you can do the same to the one above it there. Okay, once you get this thing supported, I got two jacks here, one under the bell housing, one under the transfer case. I'm just gonna do both at the same time. Get those guys supported, and then I couldn't find my 16 mil, but this 5/8 fits perfect. Undo those three, and then we can take off this cross member. All right, take your 18 mil deep socket, and then you can pop all these guys off. Okay, good job, you guys got it out. I was gonna film that, but it got pretty janky, so I had a neighbor come out and help me, and I didn't really want to record while he was trying to give me a hand. I just felt like it was taken away from him doing me a favor. So now that you got this guy out, separate this. This is from the an automatic transfer case that's gonna bolt up to the back of your 8-speed. So yeah, to get those things separated, I'll check with you in a sec. Okay, we're just on the bottom side of our transmission here. That's your cross member bracket there. You're gonna keep this one. Just disconnect this guy, these 4 bolts. I couldn't find my 16 mil, but 5/8 is pretty tight. That works. Pop this guy off, and that'll allow you to get to these bottom 2 transfer case bolts. These are 14 mil. These are 5/8 or 16 mil.